So, let me tell you something honestly, because a lot of people get this wrong, especially in a hot country like the Philippines, and I used to think the same way before I learned the truth. I don't have a husky, I have two aspens and I'm proud of them, but I get why people fall in love with huskies, because they are beautiful, they look like wolves, and they have that cool, icy look that really stands out. But behind that beauty is a level of care that many people don't fully understand, and one of the biggest things you need to know is their coat, because that fluffy fur is not just for looks, it actually has a very important purpose. A husky does not just have one layer of fur, it actually has two layers, and you can think of it like wearing two different types of clothing at the same time. The first layer is called the undercoat, and this is soft, thick, and almost like cotton. Its job is to trap air close to the skin, which helps control temperature, kind of like when you wear a thermal shirt to stay warm. But here is the interesting part. It does not only keep them warm, it also helps protect them from heat. Then you have the second layer, which is called the guard hairs, or the top coat. These hairs are longer and a bit rough, and they act like a shield. They protect the dog from dirt, water, and even the sun. So now you can see, a husky is basically wearing built-in protection all the time, and that is why their coat is very special. Now, let's talk about something that surprises a lot of first-time owners, and that is what people call a coat blow. This is not just normal shedding, this is on a completely different level. Huskies do not just lose a few hairs every day, they go through a massive shedding season, usually twice a year. This often happens when the weather changes, like when summer starts getting really hot, or when the rainy season begins and the air becomes more humid. And when I say massive, I mean it because their undercoat starts coming out in thick clumps. It can look like snow inside your house, even if you live in a tropical place. If you are not prepared for this, it can feel overwhelming. But here is the important part: if you do not brush that loose undercoat out, it can get stuck and form mats, and this is dangerous. When the fur becomes matted, it traps heat and moisture close to the skin, and that can lead to painful skin problems like hot spots, which are basically irritated, inflamed areas that can get infected. So brushing is not just about keeping your house clean, it is actually about keeping your dog comfortable and healthy. And not just any brush will work, you need the right tool, like an undercoat rake or a de-shedding tool. These are designed to reach the thick undercoat and remove it safely without hurting the dog. This is how you control what many owners call the indoor snowstorm. Now here comes the most important rule, and I want to be very clear about this because many people still believe the wrong idea. Never shave a husky. I know it sounds logical at first, especially in a hot place, because you might think, if I remove the fur, my dog will feel cooler. But the truth is, it does the opposite. Remember what I said earlier, their coat is like a system that controls temperature. It works like a thermos. You know how a thermos can keep your coffee hot, but also keep your water cold? That is the same idea. The husky's coat helps block external heat from reaching the skin. So when you shave it off, you remove that protection, and now the heat goes directly to their body. On top of that, their skin is very sensitive, and without the guard hairs, they can get sunburn easily. And yes, dogs can get sunburn, and in serious cases, it can even lead to skin damage over time. Another problem is that once you shave a husky, the coat does not always grow back the same way. The soft undercoat can grow faster than the top coat, and this can create a patchy, uneven look, and more importantly, it can affect how well their coat works in controlling temperature. So instead of helping your dog, you might actually cause long-term problems. The better solution is simple: regular brushing, proper grooming, access to shade, and plenty of clean water. That is how you help a husky stay comfortable, even in a warm climate. And honestly, this is also a reminder for people like me who have aspens or mixed breeds. You do not need an expensive or foreign breed to experience the joy of having a dog. What matters is understanding their needs and taking care of them properly. A dog is not just about looks, it is about responsibility, time, and effort. And if you cannot afford the special care that a husky needs, that is okay, because there are so many amazing local dogs that are easier to care for and just as loyal and loving. So before getting any dog, especially one like a husky, it is important to ask yourself, can I really give this animal what it needs? Not just today, but long term? Because at the end of the day, being a good owner is not about having a beautiful dog. It is about giving that dog a good life. What do you think? Would you still choose a husky after knowing all this? Or would you consider adopting a local dog instead and giving it a better chance at life? Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I am currently working toward my goal of 1,000 subscribers, so I can finally monetize this channel and turn this passion into a sustainable part of my future. This is my unfiltered diary of solo living in the Philippines, and your support helps me keep this channel growing. If you would like to help out even more, you can check out the Buy a Treat for My Pets link in the description. My dogs definitely appreciate the love. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss the next update. Thank you for being such an important part of this journey. I will see you in the next one.